Okay, guys, I straight away start. Okay, so guys, today I want to do Form 4 Chapter 1 function. So this chapter is quite a big chapter, but I won't really cover everything because after all, our seminar is just 2 hours. Most important, I want to deliver everything to you. Like I want you to really understand everything I want to do. So I won't really go very deeply, but at least all the questions type that involve calculations I will do for you. Not too sure whether you understand what I say or not, but let's get started. Okay, you try your best to answer me. If you know, it's just you're just using chat box and try to talk to me. Okay, wait, just in case anyone will unmute themselves. Let's make sure everything goes well first. Okay, so guys, first thing first, Form 4 Chapter 1 called function. Okay, what's the meaning of function? Function actually means relation. Relation means like relationship, like me and you, we are like teacher and students. Okay, that's the relationship. But when we're talking about this, we are not talking about like a human being and a human being relationship. We are talking about numbers and numbers, because after all, mathematics, right? Of course, talking about numbers. So usually numbers, they will give you a series of it. Then another numbers, they give you a series of it. And the connection between these two is exactly the bridge. I always call this a bridge, okay, my dear? So the bridge normally is from left go to right. Maybe it's from right to go to left. Thank you, Shamita. My dear, maybe it's left go to right. Maybe can right go to left. It very depends on whatever they want to say lah. Do anyone remember the starting part? We always call it what? Like, nah, this one is the starting ma. The starting, what do we call it? Very good, Melvinder. We always call it object. So guys, starting is always object. It doesn't mean it must be on the left, Maybe it can be on the right. It just depends on where your arrow start from lah. So that is the object. May I know the ending part? What do we call it? Very good, Ethan. Image. So starting called object, ending called image. Do anyone remember object? What do we call it? Object, what do we call it? Very good, Shamrita. Object, we always call it X. For those who don't know, I'll write for you here, okay? Object, we always call it X. Then guys, image, we always call it what? Very good, Shamrita. We always call it fx. But of course, it's not must be fx. Like it can be gx, hx, kx, whatever they like lah. But usually it's fx. Okay? Guys, everything I say on the starting, maybe if you don't get it, it's totally fine, especially new students. But after that, when I start to do all the questions, you will totally get it. You just need to focus on me, okay? Trust me on that, okay? So guys, starting called object, ending called image. So starting always called X. So normally the bridge, if the bridge called F, then the image called fx. Well. So if the bridge called G, then this one called gx. Well. If the bridge called H, then this one called hx. Well. Okay, no? Starting is always object, image is always what X, okay? So it depends on the bridge name. So let's say it's F. So this one called fx, okay? So this one object, image, this is a very normal one. So this one, we call it function. Okay. I should write here. Because now I teach Form 4, I'm very scared, my dear. I'm very scared you don't understand. Anything you don't understand, you must ask me, okay? If not, I will just go on, okay? So guys, this one exactly is the function. But other than function, what else you guys learn? You guys learn walking backwards. So if this one is function, or terbalik of it, or what do we call it? Yeah. Very good, Melvinder. We call it inverse function. Inverse means terbalik. So inverse function means terbalik punya function. So my God, inverse function. So this one function, terbalik, we call it inverse function. Then can anyone tell me, if I walk over the bridge called F, then come back, what's the bridge name of? Very good, Isra, we call it F power -1. So guys, power -1 is not really you power -1. It's just a name of it. So power -1 means inverse. So if you go over called G, or coming backward called G inverse. If you go over H, or coming backward called H inverse, then you know, if you go over is K inverse, then you coming backward will be K. Okay, so no one ever say like it must be like original to inverse. Maybe it can be inverse to original as long as they terbalik lah, okay? So this one called inverse. Do anyone remember all the inverse function? What method I used to do? Whenever you want to terbalik something, what method you guys used to do inverse function? Very good, Zen Lim, we are using let Y. Do anyone remember the slogan? Start from single Y? Start from single Y? Very good, Melvinder. End with single X. For those who don't understand, never mind. Later on, really, when I start, you understand. Okay, this is a slogan I teach my own students. So whenever you want to terbalik something, you just using let Y, and then you start from the Y hall. As long as you end with the X, you will successfully terbalik. Later I show you. Okay. So guys, other than that, what else you guys learn? Now, my guys, yeah, one bridge called function. Terbalik of the bridge called inverse function. Then what if you walk more than one bridge? It's like 2, or 3, or 5. Whatever lah, just walk more than one lah. What do we call it? Very good, Esther. We call it composite function. So guys, remember, composite, it means that you walk more than one. Then we call it composite function, okay? So let's say the first bridge I cross is F, the second bridge I cross is G, right? So may I know this composite function name called what? This composite function, like that, called what? Very good, Isra, my dear. Why I need to teach you those? Because a lot of questions, they don't write the name for you. So it's very important for you guys to write the correct name by yourself. This student, normally what they write, this one F, this one G, you must be thinking this is FG, but hello, this is not FG. You know how you know? Okay, listen. The first bridge you cross, you always write down, obviously, okay? Then the second bridge you cross, you don't write behind it. You write in front of it. So if next time there's a third one, you write even in front. If there's a fourth one, you write in front. If there's a fifth one, you write in front. Always writing it down from the right side towards the left side. So you write it in front, So like that word, it's not FG, it's GF. Very good, Isra, Samrita, and Melvin there. So this whole thing called GF, okay? I done talking. This is all you need to know about composite function, and inverse function. Okay. I say now. Okay, never mind. Everything I say now, okay, I feel like later on then we can share with start, okay? What else you guys learn under this chapter? This chapter, you guys learn a brand new thing called a line like that. So a line like that, we actually call it modulus. I spell for you, okay? Modulus. So when I teach my own students, I always tell them this one look like jail, prison, okay? So my dear, prison or inside got what? Good guy. Good guy, I always tell them is positive. So positive, good guy come out from a jail, of course, is a good guy. That's why we need a jail. We want everyone come out is a good guy, okay? So positive come out is positive. Then maybe inside a jail, not maybe. Inside a jail mostly is bad guy, right? So bad guy, when they come out, of course, they become good guy. That's why we only let them go, right? So eventually this modulus or every single thing come out is positive. Let me give you some number to check, okay? -3 come out. Very good, Shamrita, 3. -5 come out. Very good, Yixuan, 5. -7 come out. Very good, Isra, 7. 8 come out. Very good, Isra, 8. 10 come out. Very good, Yixuan, 10. Guys, just every single number come out is positive lah. Next one, -x come out. Thank you, Daniel. Cannot come out. Guys, listen to me. Maybe you will be thinking, teacher, negative. What? You say negative come out positive. No, man. My dear, that is different. Because 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, all is number. Number, at least I know you are good or bad, right? At least I know, like, oh, you even become a good one, then I let you go, right? But X is different, X is what? X is unknown. Unknown means what? You don't know people good or bad. So you don't let them go, my dear. So always unknown, cannot come out. Even then it's negative. Then, if let's say they are X minus 2, you must be thinking, teacher, maybe -2 can come out first because I sure no, because it's the friend of the unknown. So again, they cannot come out. As long as there's X, as long as there's unknown, cannot come out. They cannot come out, then what should you do, my dear? See, normally if they are X, okay, then there's always a number at the side, okay. So I always tell my students, so the X cannot come out from the modulus, but still, you're going to do max, right? So at the end, you still want to make them release from the modulus, right? So what I tell my student is you need to raswa the pengawai. You just imagine inside is the person who being locked. Outside is the, who is that? Officer who looking at you. So you want to come out. You watch a lot of movies, you should know, my dear. They always what? Prison break. So if they prison break, right? You just modulus, bring it over. Actually, it's modulus, bring it over. But when I tell my student, I always tell them, you raswa the pengawai. You raswa the pengawai, you just pay money. So then you are released out. So the moment you out, right? The 3, you wouldn't just write 3 because the pengawai now become rich already, right, my dear? So the pengawai in front, you're going to write a plus minus. So the plus minus, I always tell my student, is money. So that person get the money, then you are out, okay? So this is the concept of it for you guys to easier to remember it lah. So I repeat, modulus come out, positive. Modulus come out is positive. Everything come out, positive, except unknown. So unknown cannot come out, then the modulus, you can bring it over to the other side and you just need to write plus minus, okay? Next thing, my dear. What else you guys learn under this chapter? You guys learn under this chapter, you learn this word map onto itself. Anyone remember map onto itself? What other words same meaning as map onto itself? Map back to yourself. Is there any other sentence, other words that can represent the same meaning? Wow, very good, Isra. Remain unchanged. Listen to me, my dear. Map onto itself. You know what's the meaning of map onto itself? I draw some example for you, okay? It's like 1, map to 1. It's like 2, map to 2. It's like 10, map to 10. It's like K, map to K. Isn't it that's the meaning of map onto itself, right? So remain unchanged isn't it totally represent the same thing? Hello, 1 to 1, not changing. 2 to 2, not changing. 10 to 10, not changing. Same meaning, right? So whenever they say remain unchanged, very good, then name, we will write fx equals to x. For those who are thinking, teacher, mengapa oh? See, my dear, if you map back to yourself, do you realize that means your object and your image is totally the same? And just now we know object, we call it x. Image, we call it fx. That means whenever they say map onto itself or remain unchanged, it totally represents your object and your image is the same. So your object is x, your image is fx. So isn't it map onto itself? That means x equals to fx. Okay? Everything I say now, later on I will apply one. So you better understand it, remember it. Okay? I haven't started yet, but later on you'll understand one. Okay? Trust me on that. Okay? So guys, next one I want to say is this. What else? Oh yeah, this one. Undefined. So guys, can anyone tell me undefined, eventually when you press calculator, you won't really see the word undefined. You will see what word inside your calculator. Very good, Melvinder. You will see the word max error. You must be thinking, teacher, how to see max error? Very easy one. You can take your calculator. You can try, my dear. Try what you know. Let's try. 3 divided by 0. 3 divided by 0, you exactly can see the word in your calculator. Max error. 5 divided by 0, max error. 10 divided by 0, max error. Eventually, anything divided by 0, it will be max error. So because whenever they say max error, undefined, right? So, okay, I'm not too sure whether it gets basic good or not, but whenever you guys write a function out, right? So let's say the function is like this. So this one, this situation, impossible to take a max error. Why leh? Because any number you sub inside also got a number coming out. Don't tell me, teacher, 0 leh? Can. 0 times 3 is what? It's still 0. What? It's still not max error. Can you see that, my dear? So these kind of questions are all number is possible to sub inside. Then I show you. Then what if 3x minus 2? Okay, this one also all number can sub inside because you can try. Every number you sub inside, impossible you will see any word that represent the word max error. But what if you are like this? This one, I think possible to have max error. Why? Because remember, max error is when you divide by 0. So it means that when you have a function that have a divide, then possible there will be a max error. So for this situation, can anyone tell me actually x cannot be what? Because what value will make it max error? Very good, Daniel. 0. Why 0? You know, you try, my dear. Like 3 divided by 1, 3 lor. 3 divided by 2, 1.5 lor. 3 divided by 3, 1 lor. Isn't it 3 divided by any number you can think of? Still got number coming out, except 0. Because 3 divided by 0, isn't it exactly its max error? So the concept of this max error, you must know, okay? This max error is always when bottom, okay, when you have a bottom, okay, when you have a denominator. So the denominator part always cannot be 0. So for this one, my dear, you know what I need to teach you this? Because I need you to know that you need to write this out. You always need to write x not equivalent to 0, okay? So usually it's maybe they provide. If they don't provide, you must be able to write this out yourself. So I repeat, how you know x not equivalent to 0? Because you will just look at the bottom. You don't look at the top one, you always look at the bottom. So the bottom part always cannot be 0. There's only an x there. Obviously the x cannot be 0 lah. Give you another example. Let's say fx equivalent to 3x minus 2 over x minus 1. This one. This one again, I repeat, you will just look at the bottom. So the top, no matter what I change, no need to care. You just look at the bottom. So the bottom is x, right? You please don't tell me, your teacher, then x not equals to 0 also. No. This one, if I put 0 inside, do you realize the bottom, if I put 0 inside, eventually when they come out, it's the negative one? I don't think there will be max error there. So my dear, can anyone tell me then this one, x cannot be what then? Very good, Melvinder and Isra. 1. How you know 1? I show you with 1. 1 you sub inside, $1, 1. $1, 1, isn't it bottom is cosine? Then cosine will be what? Max error, right, my dear? So why like that? I repeat, okay, I show you proper working. It's because we always look at the bottom. We always know the bottom cannot be 0. That's why x cannot be 0. We always look at the bottom. We always know the bottom cannot be 0. So I know x minus 1 cannot be 0. Then under compare, my x cannot be negative 1, move it over positive 1. So my x cannot be 1. Can you see that? Next one, my dear, give you another example. Let's say fx equivalent to, let me think, x squared over x plus 3. Can anyone tell me x cannot be what for this example? Very good, Esther, negative 3. Why, guys? I repeat again, you will always look at the bottom part. So the bottom part, right, always cannot equivalent to 0, right? So plus 3, move it over, minus 3. So x cannot be negative 3. But actually, to be honest, no need to always show this green color working. What is the shortcut method I teach my students? Super easy one. You see, you always just look at the bottom, right? So when the bottom, nothing at the side, you just write 0. When it's a -1, you just write +1. If it's a +3, you just write -3. So I'll give you more example. You see here, if fx equivalent to x squared plus 5 over x minus 8. Guys, this one, x cannot be equivalent to, very good, Esther, 8. Why? Because I already say, you just look at the bottom. When the bottom is a what? -8, then you write a +8. Negative, always write positive. Positive, write negative. Times, you write divide. Divide, you write times. So I give you an advanced version. What if fx equivalent to 2x minus 5 over 3x plus 1? Okay, guys, x cannot equivalent to what for this one? Very good, Isra. Guys, listen to me, okay? This one a bit difficult because when I look at the bottom, they got +1, they also got ×3, right? You know what should you do? You should always start from +1. +1, when you move it over, I already say, plus, write minus, minus, write plus. So +1, write -1, okay? And this one is what relation? ×3. ×3, move it over, divide by 3. So you'll write x not equivalent to -1/3. No need to worry, okay? I can give you a lot of example. I can give an example at the end of the seminar right here. So guys, x squared minus 2x over 5x minus 7. Can anyone tell me x cannot equivalent to what for this particular example? Very good, Samrita. So guys, listen. So again, you guys just look at the bottom. So people -7, you write +7, People times 5, you write divide by 5, Oh, x cannot be 7 over 5. Give you more, What if now fx equivalent to x over, 5x over, come on harder a bit, Let me think. -2x minus +5. Okay, this is not bad. May I know x cannot be what? I already know the answer. Isra is the only one who correct. Guys, listen to me. I repeat, just look at the bottom. Okay, you must be able to write this x not equals to, How do you write? I repeat, this one +5, you write -5, right? I say positive become negative, negative become positive, right? So this times -2. Look carefully, this is not -2 then. This times -2. Times -2, move it over, isn't it? Divide by -2. Then I got negative on top, you got negative at the bottom. Don't you feel like you should cut? Oh, so it's 5 over 2, just like that. Give you another one. Let me think. 2x plus 8 over, I come out harder one. 3x. May I know this one x not equals to what? Very good, Daniel and Isra and Melvinder, 0. Guys, you know why 0? Usually student will tell me what? Usually student will tell me, oh, teacher, 1 over 3 lah, what? -1 over 3 lah. I actually don't understand why got a 1. You got see a +1, meh? No. -1, also no. Why suddenly got a 1? No lah. My dear, then what should I write? Isn't it we always depends on the plus minus first? So do you see any plus here? No. Do you see any minus here? No. So if you force me to write, I think I'll write a 0 because I write a 0 makes sense. 3x plus 0 is still 3x, right? So you see, plus 0, write big over, isn't it -0? Then this one is what? Times 3. Times 3, move it over, isn't it divide by 3? Then think twice. 0 divided by 3 is what? 0. That's why you just need to write a 0 there. Can One more. X squared plus 2 over 2. May I know this one? You guys gonna write x not equals to what? Very good, Melvinda. Very good, Israel. Very good, Matthias. Very good, Zenlim. Guys, this one, please, no need to write. Why no need to write? I repeat, whenever you write the x not equals to, it's because you very depends on the denominator part and you keep looking at the x itself, correct? But when you look at this bottom part, do they have any x there? No. It means that you no need to write x not equals to because it means that the impossible having max error. You sub any number, come out also got number. So these are no unknowns at the bottom, no need to write denominator. No x at the bottom, then no need to write denominator. Okay, no need to write x not equals to 1. Okay, so guys, just like that. I think this is everything I'm going to cover today. So let me tell you, okay, because this chapter is way too big, our seminar is only 2 hours. So this is what I will cover today, but I'm not covering how to sketch graph. Okay, I'm not covering, you know, right? When you learn object image, you learn quite a lot of theory in front. You learn what domain, codomain, those things. I'm not covering. And do you guys remember you learned the one to one, one to many, many to one, that one called type of relation. What else I'm not covering? Oh, I'm not covering fifth point also. Find inside substitute, find outside inverse. So this is all the thing I'm not covering because it's, too many, okay? So I focus on this. After today, all this won't be your problem. Trust me on that. Mark my words, okay? Really no need to copy down, but just in case you guys want, now you guys can screenshot it if you guys need it. Can? Done? Everyone okay so far? Can we straight away start? Like, because maybe you just listen to me, listen to theory, but you don't really understand how do you do it. Can okay. So let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Hopefully everyone have notes. Even you don't have notes, it is totally fine. You just take a foolscap out. You just write on the paper lah. Okay, it's totally okay one. Okay. So guys, can we jump to page 2? We start from question 6. Okay, let me read it. They say, given that function fx, when you write a function, you always don't write the dot, the arrow. No, you put a bracket and then you put modulus x plus 8. Okay, guys. So this is the function fx. That's what they try to tell me. Now they say what? Find the object that has the image of 5. Okay, guys, how do I do it? Just now, I told you object and image thing, right? So object called what? Object actually called x. Correct? Just so you guys know what object is x. Image called fx. So isn't it from this question I know that, oh, they want me to find x. Oh, they give me fx, correct? So my dear, just imagine, if I give you the ending, I ask for the starting. Isn't it the most important thing is the bridge? The bridge, isn't it, is exactly the function. Isn't it you exactly having the function now? So obviously you're going to use the equation to get back the answer. So what you guys know now? Now you guys know that the fx is 5. So I think I can sub 5 inside the fx column. Make sense all? Because I already know my object is x, image is fx. So I already have the fx, I want to find back the x. So tell me fx is 5, I just sub inside. So after I sub inside, can you see the 2 line? The 2 line called modulus. Just now I already taught you guys, modulus. Can they come out from the modulus? Can they come out from the modulus? Can x plus 8 come out? Very good, Melvinder. Cannot. Why? Because it's unknown. I already told you unknown cannot come out, my dear. Only number can come out. So whenever unknown, beside got number, the number also cannot come out. So this time, what you guys need to do? Very good, Esther. Raswa, my dear. Isn't it need to pay money to the outsider? So you pay money, then you are out. And very good, Shamrita. Then in front of the 5, you just must write a plus minus. And my dear, plus minus, it means that one situation is plus, another situation is minus. You need to write both, don't just write one of them, okay? So plus 8, move it over minus 8. You guys can press calculator. 5 minus 8, okay, negative 3. Done. Then this one, plus 8, move it over minus 8. Negative 5 minus 8, okay, negative 13. Dun, 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 dun. That isn't it the answer? Negative 3 and negative 13. That. So far, everyone okay or not? This speed, this concept, especially non-TDC students, are you okay? Is this okay? Very scared. Very scared too fast. And give me some response. You don't need to answer me, it's fine, but you must at least tell me my speed okay or not, because I'm scared, maybe I'm too fast, maybe you don't understand. For those who say faster, I'm so sorry, I cannot. Very okay, let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Next one, question 7. So guys, again, they give me the function hx equivalent to 4x plus 7 over x minus 2. Okay, you see, they got tell you x not equals to 2. It's because they look at the bottom. See, x minus 2, that's why minus 2, right, positive 2. Makes sense, law, right? Then now they say what? Find the object. Okay, find the object that are mapped onto themselves. I finished teaching you guys just now, my dear. Keyword is, which one is the keyword now? No one free to talk to me. My dear, the keyword is map onto themselves, right? Just now I told you guys map onto themselves, what you guys able to write based on that. Whenever they say map onto themselves. Very good, Esther. Fx equals to x. Map onto yourself, it means you map back to yourself. It means your object and your image is the same, isn't it? Fx equals to x. But guys, this question, I don't think I'll write fx, but I'll write hx. Why? Because this question called h, we got fx. Correct, my dear? So guys, what can you do now? Again, you already know the ending because you know the hx is x. And then you want to find the starting, you want to find the object. Remember, object called x. So my dear, you want to find the x and then you guys got the hx, isn't it? You guys got the ending, you want to find the starting. Again, the most important is the bridge. So using the bridge equation, just sub inside. Can, Ian, doesn't matter. Guys, maybe you tell me, teacher, can I terbalik the sequence? Of course can lah. Who care? It's the same thing, okay? Like 2 equals to 3, 3 equals to 2, same thing lah. Who care who is left, right? Okay. So now hx equation, you guys can sub inside. So hx is actually equivalent to x. Okay, isn't it until here? So once I sub inside, I think I can do it, because once I sub inside, the whole equation only got one unknown x. So you exactly want to find x, right? Just need to move around. Remember, for those who basic not good, don't tell me you cut. There's plus, minus, cannot cut at all. So what can you guys do is you guys should move out the bottom part. So divide, move up times. Isn't it equivalent to 4x plus 7? 4x plus 7. Now, all I need to do is expand it. Remember, expand is you times 1 by 1, okay? X times x, x squared. X times negative 2, negative 2x. Isn't it equivalent to this? I hope you guys learn in school. I think you guys should know. May I know what do it look like the moment after I expand? Very good, Isra. It looked like a general form. For those who basic not good, which I don't even know whether I got this kind of people, but yeah, just in case, okay? So guys, general form look like this. Ax squared plus bx plus c equivalent to 0. This is what we call it general form. So every single time, as long as you guys see x squared, x, non-x, they are always general form. So all you need to do is just move all of them to one side. One side, it can be left, it can be right, it doesn't matter one, okay? It just depends on you lah. So usually I move to the side that my starting can be positive. So can you see the x squared? The x squared here will be positive. If I move the x squared to the right side, it will be negative. So I will move it up to the left side. So x squared is here. So these are minus 2x. So you see plus 4, move it over minus 4. Plus 7, move it over minus 7. So after you move everything, then the x and the x, you guys can combine. You combine them together. Hopefully everyone learned already. So the moment you guys see this, isn't it they look like a general form? Can you guys see that? It looked like a general form. So from this general form, you will know the ABC. So the x squared in front is your A. Don't tell me, teacher, A, nothing in front leh. Guys, nothing also must write a 1. Don't tell me, teacher, why is it need 0? Because if it's a 0, 0 times x squared is actually 0. So obviously it won't be a 0 lah. Okay, it will be a 1. Because when you write 2x, you will write 2x. You got 3x, you will write 3x. You got 4x, you write 4x. When you got 1x, do you ever write 1x? No, you never write the 1. But you know there is 1 there. Can? So whenever you can't see anything there, in front is always a 1. So your B is negative 6. Must press with the negative. Your C is negative 7. So guys, what you need to do is you need to take your calculator out and start to press calculator. So of course, you need to press on. I don't know why am I teaching this, but yeah, okay, I teach, okay? So my dear, on. After that, press mode 3 times. Mode. Okay? Can you guys see the calculator will have the word EQN. EQN stands for equation. So press 1. Then after that, press right side. Because that is not the page you want. You want to go to the next page. I repeat, mode 1, right side 2. Oh, then next is 2. Then now they will ask you the ABC. Wait, I scared some of you guys using the white color calculator. I tried the white color one, even though I not really remember how to press. Oh, I remember already. My dear, again, for the white color calculator, you press on. After you press on, okay, you press menu. Menu is beside on. Okay, then you press a button that look like that, a dash button. This dash button is bottom of a fraction button. Okay, so menu dash, and then you press 2. Okay, polynomial, and now how many degree you have? You have 2. So you press 2 also. Then you are inside. Then now you guys can key in the ABC. So guys, now my question A is 1. My B is negative 6. My C is negative 7. Okay, from my calculator, do you guys first answer getting 7? Second answer, I guess getting negative 1. Okay, my dear, this is the 2 answer I'm getting. But you actually learned in Form 3 before that when you guys getting the answer, you won't just stop like that, you know. You must write back the 2 bracket on top. Because supposedly to getting this answer is because they factorize it. This thing actually called factorize. Using this calculator is actually helping you to factorize it. So you must write backwards. How do you guys write backwards? Okay. Don't know why I'm teaching this basic, but never mind. Okay, I teach. Okay. So my dear, this one answer is -1. When -1, you write back, or you always write +1. It's always the one. Negative, write plus. Then +7, write back -7. Okay, this is always how you write. Write more, you will know. Thank you, Ziling and Sing Yin Yi. Okay, just like that. Done. So far, okay. I think a lot of people already done. Already go far away. It's just me alone here. Never mind. I go on. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't understand? Please ask me. Okay, my dear. Okay. Move on lah. Move slightly down. Question 8. Question 8, guys. They again give you fx equation a over x plus b. So again, they say x cannot be negative b, but that's not important. Just focus on your equation. So now they even tell you f-1 equivalent to 6. Another one, they say f4 equivalent to 1. Okay, they give you this. So now they say find the value of a, find the value of b. So this one, I always tell my students, how many unknowns you want to find? 2. How many information you must have? 2. So do you have 2 information now? Yes. 1 here, 1 here. Isn't it exactly got 2? So you just need to do both, then you will get the answer. How do I do it? First thing first, the 6 is 6 lah. Can or? Then how about the f-1? Guys, listen to me. Please don't tell me teacher open bracket, teacher negative f lah. Hello. This is not a times relation, boss. This one, actually, full name, called fx. Whenever you see f with a bracket, the bracket is always represent x. So this thing actually represent fx. So I show you, this pink color one, don't need to copy one, but I just show you, okay? So fx equation, isn't it, is a plus x plus, a over x plus b, correct? This is your fx equation. But now you're doing what? Now you want to do f-1. So you know what you need to do? So you see, the x now actually become -1. So if the x now become -1, when you sub inside here, the a still be a, the b still b, just the x itself also need to become -1. Can you see the one I highlight in yellow color? You just follow it, okay? So when your x is -1, then when you sub inside the equation, you are literally doing substitution, okay? You just sub inside, the x become -1, then this x also become -1. Understand? Is my explanation good? Self-suspect now, my dear. So left side, isn't it a over -1 plus b? Okay, so far until here, then just move around. I repeat, you cannot cut or anything. You should move the denominator over. When you move it over, you must move the whole thing. Cannot move half one, okay? 6 times -1, -6. 6 times b, isn't it 6b? Okay, just like that, I got my A. And I don't think I can get the answer because after all, I got 2 unknowns here. Move until tomorrow morning, still got 2. Okay, never mind. I just stop there first. I do another one first. So I show you guys again, the 1 is 1. So F4, full name called what? Fx. Show you again, your fx equation is a over x plus b. Correct? And now you want to do F4. So look carefully, the x become 4. Then obviously this x here also become 4. Okay, you see this x become 4? This x also become 4. So that means my left-hand side, I should write a over 4 plus b. Saw it? So now again, move around, divide, move up times. So it's only 1 times 4 plus b. So 1 times 4, 4. 1 times b, 1b. Okay, isn't it until here? So until this particular moment, can you see left-hand side got 2 unknown. Right-hand side also got 2 unknown. So now what should you do? You should do something you learn in Form 3 called simultaneous equation. So you should always call it one of them equation 1, another one equation 2. All you need to do is sub 1 into 2. Normally we are using substitution. You want to use elimination, so can. It very depends on you, okay? You guys will just get the same answer, as long as you guys can get the same answer, okay? So we will just sub inside. So the A, I will sub inside A. So the A, guys, understand, the A is 4 plus B. So this A here, you will write 4 plus B, equivalent to -6 plus 6B. Okay, now all the B and B combined, number and number combined. So 6B minus 1B, 5B. -6, move it over, +6, 10. So my B answer times 5, move it over, divide by 5. So isn't it my B answer will be a single 2. Done. After you've done your B, don't stop there. People asking for your A and your B. So after you've done your B, remember to find your A. How to find back your A? Sub back. You like equation 1, just sub back to equation 1. You like equation 2, just sub back to equation 2. you guys would eventually get the same answer, okay? Isn't it your A answer? 6. If for my for my new students, okay, whenever I say new student, that means like, you know, this is your first class with me. New students, do you guys understand? Is this speed okay? Is there any questions you want to ask? Can you talk to me, please? Can follow? YannJu, you new student, meh? Can all good? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I need some confirmation, okay? I cannot just blindly go on, okay? I scared, okay? So guys, B, they say, find the value of X. A, B, they find X, They say when fx is 2 over X. So guys, I repeat again. This one is like, they ask for X. They give you fx. It's like, what, you know? It's like they ask for object. They give you image. Correct? Because X is seriously object, fx is seriously image, right? So they give you the ending. Ask for the starting. Isn't it most important? Is the bridge. So the bridge equation, isn't it, you guys having it here? Correct? So what should you do now? Again, using substitution. So you guys already know fx equals to 2 over X. Isn't it? You also have your fx equation. You can straight away sub inside. But guys, after I sub inside, you must understand one thing. What thing, sir? Which is, you now want to find unknown X. If you want to find unknown X, when I look at this equation, way too many unknowns. Got A lah, got B lah, got X. And then you just want to find X, right? So I feel like A and B should disappear. How A and B disappeared? You already know B is 2. You already know A is 6. You already found it, provided you do it correctly lah. So now all you need to do is just sub inside. So A is 6, B is 2. So you see, once I sub the A and B inside, I think like it's quite doable now because the whole equations only got unknowns X, right? Just need to move around to get the answer. So what should I do, my dear? Left side is fraction, right side is fraction. Now what can you guys do is cross multiply. You guys always can move up, move up. So this whole thing, we call it cross multiplication. So X times 6, 6X. Then the 2 must times the X plus 2. So 2 times X, 2X. 2 times 2, 4. I'm getting this. Continue, combine, plus 2, move it over, minus 2. 6X minus 2X is 4X. Times 4, move it over, divide by 4. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't it my X answer is 1? Just like that. Done. So far, everyone okay, right? I feel like a lot of people going on and do yourself already. But hello, Ding Dong, answer me, okay or not? Yes, I go lah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Fly lah. Question 18. I won't do all, okay, my dear. There's too many questions there, so I will, do whatever I want to do. Question 18. I repeat again, they say fx equivalent to m plus nx. Okay, they got give me an equation that look like that. Okay, where m and n are constant. So let's start from A. A, they find what, my dear? A, they find f inverse x. So guys, finally now we step inside inverse world lah. So inverse question, just now I say using what method? Very good, Melvinder. Let y. So guys, you always let y equals to your fx. You always let y equals to the one that you want to terbalik. You want to terbalik fx, you let y equals to fx. You want to terbalik hx, you let y equals to hx. If you want to terbalik g inverse, you let y equals to g inverse. Whatever you want to terbalik, you let y equals to that thing, okay? So guys, we let y equals to fx. So my fx is here. Isn't it m plus nx? And you guys still remember just now at the starting, I told you guys, whenever I do let y, I always do the slogan, which is start from single y, end with single x. So guys, now I start from 1y. And then my aim is to end with 1x. How do I end with 1x? All I need to do is just move until the x alone on the right side. So I move the m first. Plus m, move it over, minus m. Then next, I move the n. So look carefully, this one times n, move it over, divide by n. Yay, done it lah, my dear. I start from single y, I end with single x. And guys, bear in mind, the single y, isn't it represent fx? Then as a return, the single x will represent f inverse x. Okay, always remember, okay, your single y, it represents g. The moment you get single x, is g inverse. If you start from h, you will get h inverse. So now I start from f. That's why the answer I get straight away is f inverse. But look carefully, f inverse, they write alphabet x. So this alphabet y, you must purposely change it back to alphabet x. Because these unknown and these unknown must tally one. It cannot like one of it you write X, one of it you write Y, cannot, okay? So the let Y is just a process for us to terbalik, but at the end, you must write your answer in terms of X back, okay? So guys, this is the answer. Can anyone tell me this answer? Do I need to write X not equals to? Very good, Melvinder. No need. Why I got student tell me n not equals to 0, my dear? This one you no need to write n not equals to. You only write for the object, and the object is X. So the bottom don't have X, and the bottom n, actually n is a what? It's a number. It won't be a unknown, it will be a number. So if it's a number, actually impossible to be max error. So this one no need to write. Okay, you only write when the X is at the bottom, not when others are known, okay? Only for the object itself, okay? That, so this is A. Let's move on B. B, they say, find the value of M and N. Hey guys, two unknowns again, I think got two information again, They tell me F inverse -1 equivalent to 1. Another one, they tell me F2 equivalent to -6. This is the thing I will do. Let's start from the left side one. 1 is 1. I repeat again, F inverse -1, original name called F inverse X. Please don't tell me you open bracket, okay? This is original name called F inverse X, okay? So guys, F inverse X, do I have the equation? Yes, which is the one I found myself just now. Isn't it X minus M over N? So you see or not, now you're doing F inverse -1. So if the X become -1, isn't it my right side X also become -1? I highlight for you so that you guys all can see how I change it. Okay, this red color one, I think you guys will understand it. I purposely write it out. So isn't it this are -1 minus M over N? Again, time to move around. Divide, move up times. 1 times N, 1N. Okay, I got that. Got 2 unknown. I don't think I can do. Never mind. I skip that. I do the right side first. So -6, -6. I repeat, this one F2, don't tell me 2F. I repeat, this is not a times relation. This is a name. So F2 original name called Fx. So Fx equation is what? Don't look at the previous one already. The one is F inverse, okay? Fx is this top one. This one, the one they give you here. Isn't it M plus Nx? So now you want to do what? You want to do F2. So guys, how do I do the F2? Then the X, I will change it to 2. Then I can write back here, M plus N times 2. Understand all? The X become 2, this X also become 2. Let's expand it. So M plus 2 times N, 2N, equivalent to -6. Okay, somehow until here. Again, here got 2 unknown, here got 2 unknown, exactly like the previous question, which is using simultaneous equation. So normally we are using sub. So one, I call it equation 1, another one, I call it equation 2. So normally we will sub the single unknown to the non-single unknown. So this one, N, isn't it? I can sub inside here. So when you sub inside, M is M, plus is plus, 2 is 2. Look carefully, the N will become -1 minus M, equivalent to -6. Okay, this is exactly how we sub. Then we start to expand it. M. 2 times -1, -2. 2 times M, 2M. Isn't it equivalent to -6? And then now just move around. 1M minus 2M. Don't know, can press calculator, okay? 1 minus 2, -1M. Number and number join together. -1, move it over +1. -6, -2, move it over +2. -6 plus 2, -4. I got negative, you got negative, negative, negative together. Change it to positive. M answer, isn't it? 4. Don't stop there. After you find your M, remember to find your N. So your N will be -1 minus your M. Okay, your N answer is -5. Dun, 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 dun. Done again. So far, so good? Yes. Okay, trust you. I move on lah. 5, 4. Way too fast, please let me know. Got any question? Please let me know. Don't scared, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Continue. Question 19. So 19 again, guys. They give me F inverse X equation like this. Okay. Then the A itself, they ask me to find the H answer. They say if FH equals to 4. Cannot? So guys, again, how do I do this one? You know that FH equals to 4, original name called Fx. So to be able to do this, you must have Fx equation. But do the question give you Fx? No, they give me F inverse. So guys, then F inverse, how to convert it to fx back? F inverse, how to convert back to fx? Very good, Isra. Guys, listen to me. If you want original become inverse, using let y. If you want inverse become original, you are still using let y. Because let y is not a method for original become inverse. Let y is a method to terbalik something. So as long as you want to terbalik something, then you're using let y. So that's the reason this one, I still using let y. Then we will let y equals to f inverse x. Because now we plan to terbalik the f inverse x one, right? So my f inverse x again is 5x minus 4 over 2. So I repeat again the slogan, start from single y, end with single x. Divide by 2, move it over times 2. Minus 4, move it over plus 4. Times 5, move it over, divide by 5. Yay, I got my single x lah. Saw it? Start from single y and with single x. But don't stop here. Single y, look single y represent f inverse. If you start, I repeat, if you start from f, you will get f inverse. You start from g, you will get g inverse. Now, if you start from f inverse, now you guys will getting fx back. So the answer will be terbalik of it lah. Remember when you write it down, the y must change it to x. See, I already get my fx answer out. Okay, I box it out. Then the x will be fx. I think my highlighter, you guys will understand it. I hope you guys understand. Can you understand? Is it very hard? I don't know. I teach until I feel very easy. I hope it's easy to you also. Okay, can? Okay. So my dear, remember, original become inverse, let y. Inverse become original, also let y. Okay. So now once you guys got this, I think now doing this is not a problem. You guys already know your fx equation is 2x plus 4 over 5. And now again, what they want you to do, they want you to do fh. So if they want you to do fh, remember to change your x become h. So can you see the x become h? This x also become h. Okay, so on the left side, I'll write 2h plus 4 over 5 equivalent to 4. Move around, you guys will get your h answer. Divide by 5, move it up times 5. 4, 5, 20. Plus 4, move it over minus 4, 16. Times 2, move it over, divide by 2, 8. Dun, 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 dun. My h answer is 8. So easy. So guys, next one, B. B, they say, find the value of n. Okay? If f inverse negative 3 equivalent to n plus 1. I think all of you guys able to do this also because it's totally the same, my dear. I repeat again, cannot you open the bracket? No. Is that in full name called what? F inverse x. F inverse x equation ada tak? Ada. The question give you originally 5x minus 2 over 4. Saw it? And now what you want to do is f inverse negative 3. So look carefully, your x become negative 3, then my x also become negative 3. X become negative 3, this x also become negative 3. Saw it? So my left hand side, I'll write 5 negative 3 minus 4 over 2 equivalent to n plus 1. Can I think the left hand side is all number. If I'm you, I'll press calculator. 5 bracket negative 3 minus 4 divided by 2. So guys, oh, so ugly. I write a fraction down. Negative 19 over 2 equivalent to n plus 1. Then the plus 1 move it over minus 1. And you continue press also. I guess getting the answer negative 21 over 2. For those who tell me, oh teacher, can I write negative 10.5? Can. For those who thinking, teacher, can I write proper fraction? Can. As long as your answer correct, who care what you write, my dear, correct? You write decimal also the answer, you write fraction also the answer. Then you just write. Just like that. Done. So far, so good, everyone. Until this particular stage. Yes, new students, can you talk to me a bit? Or is it way too fast? Because I actually going slightly faster already. Not too sure whether you guys can sense it. But I feel like, the starting, I must make you very clear. Then after that, when I keep repeat the same thing, honestly, I think you guys can get it. Can follow? Hey guys, can I teach you one trick? Not trick lah, but yeah, one shortcut. These questions are, look at me, all of you. These questions are, actually, I no need to do this. I also can get the answer. How do I get the answer? Okay, all of you, listen to me, a very cool thing, okay? Look, isn't it the question tell me FH equals to 4, correct? You know FH equals to 4. Okay, listen, all of you. FH equals to 4, okay? The H inside is actually what? It's actually the X. Am I right? Then the whole left-hand side of the name called fx. So fx, right? So isn't it this one is actually the fx? Understand all? The bracket inside is always the x now. So I know the h is x. Then fh equals to 4. That means the 4 is the fx. Then why I need you to know this? Because x, all of you, even my student, listen to me, x is actually the object. Fx, isn't it, is the image. Correct, right? It's always like that. So that means if this question, the green color one, if I draw it out, see, your object is h, my object is h. I'm crossing a bridge called f, isn't it? I'm crossing a bridge called f. And then my image are getting 4. So guys, isn't it that means if I draw it out based on what they say, I can draw this one out, correct? So guys, I show you again, like for example, this one. This one also I can draw it out. Okay, maybe you'll be thinking, teacher, what for drawing it out? Okay, later I will explain. Listen to me first. Please, trust me. Okay, see, so this -3 is the x. So the x is always the starting, correct? The bridge you cross is f inverse. So you thinking lah, you crossing f inverse, right? Then your ending is the opposite one, which is n plus 1, correct? Why I need you to know this? Because look, actually the moment they say fh equals to 4, I know that means h, go over the f, I will get 4, right? If go over is f, coming backwards, isn't it called f inverse? Correct? If coming backward, of course, it's the value of f inverse. So it means that when they tell me fh equals to 4, I actually able to write f inverse 4 equals to h. Why I can write f inverse 4 equals to h? Because I know from left side go to right side, the bridge called f. Then I know from right side go back to left side, the bridge will call f inverse. Isn't it that means your object will eventually become my image now? Your image will eventually become my object now because we terbalik. Then the bridge name also changed, f inverse 4 equivalent to h. Now, my dear, you see, all of you, don't know whether you trust me or not, but you see, if I doing f inverse 4 equivalent to h, right? This one is h, okay? This one f inverse x, isn't it, can sub inside here? Just imagine my x now becomes 4. Okay? And then I press calculator, 5 times 4 minus 4 divided by 2. I'm getting my h answer is 8. Do you realize I 1 second getting the answer instead of doing all this stuff? So do I legit need to do all that? Actually, no need. I just need to understand the questions. You understand, my dear? So you see, I repeat, the question only give me inverse. So if you don't want to get original, some of the question will give you object image. So actually these questions, the fh equals to 4, you are allowed to terbalik the object, become the image become the object. If you're able to write this blue color one out, you can straight away getting the answer. Maybe you tell me, teacher, then exam, can I use this trick? Of course can, my dear. I teach you is not because, guys, I teach you is not for you to just double check or anything. If only for double check, cannot allow one, I will tell you. I won't even teach you anything that's not allowed in school. I mean, in school or in exam. You should straight away do this. H answer is 8. Understand, my dear? Super easy, then no need to purposely terbalik. So actually, that means this one also I can terbalik also. You see, this one, this one, -3 walk over f inverse become n plus 1. That means the object, the image will become object. The object will become image. The bridge name from f inverse, the terbalik, it become f. So that one also I can write fn plus 1 equivalent to -3. But of course, this one very useless because the question not even have fx equation, so I don't think I will change it. Can. So the A can shorten, but the B is already very short. Okay, I don't think the B can become a shorter version. Okay? Cannot, Lim. I must follow my schedule. So sorry, this is stamina, Lim. Okay? So guys, let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Let's go over to 21. 21. Okay, let me show you. They say again, fx equivalent to a over x. X not equivalent to 0, no need to care about it. Next one, they say gx equivalent to 3x minus b over 2. Again, guys, A. A, they say what? I mean, like, not A. They say find. Find the value of A and B if g squared 1 equivalent to 10. Okay. I should do here. G squared 1 equivalent to 10. They also tell me GF2 equivalent to 16. Cannot all of you? Again, how do I do this one? So my dear, I repeat, they want to find how many unknown? 2 unknown. How many information you must have? 2 information. Isn't it exactly giving you 2 information? So until this stage, we are not doing inverse anymore, but we are doing composite. Why composite? Because they got 2 equations. They want you to combine them together. Then it's composite function. So composite function also not very hard one. That guys, the moment you do until like this stage, if you understand everything I say, from now on, all the questions very easy one for all the practical part, like the exercise part. So this one, G squared. First thing, what's the meaning of G squared, guys? No one talk to me. Thank you, Mavinda. Isra. G squared means GG. GG. So guys, G squared means double G. GG. Okay, my dear. G squared means GG1 equals to 10. Okay. So how do you guys do it? Okay, listen to me. When you cross 2 bridge, you eventually didn't cross it straight away. You cross it one by one, right? So please do it one by one. How do you guys do it one by one? So I always tell my students, the first step is separate it. You must separate first, only you guys can see the one by one, right? So just now I told you, isn't it the inside one, the right side one is always the first one you cross. Then in front is second. Then if it's third, you go in front, fourth, fifth, sixth, isn't it? That's what I told you guys just now. So now you know the first one you cross is the inside G. So you always start from the inside. Of course, our bracket comes first, right? So how do I do the inside? I show you guys. Inside called G1. Original name called what? GX. Do the question give you a GX equation? Yes, this is the GX equation, right? And called GX. So now your X become what? 1. So just imagine this whole thing become 1. So can you guys see the inside become 3, 1 minus B over 2. Don't scared, it's totally okay one, okay? Because they are GX. So GX, the X become 1. Okay, I should highlight. Very scared. X is 1. So this X also 1. I think you guys can see that. Okay. So inside our left, 3 times 1, 3 minus B over 2 equivalent to 10. There are a lot of my students wrong here. You see what they wrong, They would start to open the bracket. Guys, I repeat, this one is a function. This is not a times relation. So what is this again? This one actually is still a GX. So you must be thinking, teacher, inside so big. Yeah, inside super big is still a X. After all, no matter what they write in the bracket, they are still the object, which means they are still the X. So this one GX, right? GX equation is still talking about the same equation there. Can you see that? And then now you are doing G3 minus B over 2. So what you guys will write here, the 3 is still 3. See? The X become 3 minus B over 2. Then this X also become 3 minus B over 2. The behind part still minus B over 2. All right, nicely for you guys. 3 bracket, 3 minus B over 2 minus B over 2. For those who don't really get it, right, you just always write my red color one, my pink color one out. The more you write, next time you don't need to write already. You can straight away know what to sub inside. But of course, for now, for today wise, I will keep writing to show you I legit didn't change it. It's not I self-created one. So I repeat, you see, the X now becomes such a big thing. So definitely this X will follow it. No matter what they write inside the bracket, you still follow it. Okay? So now all I need to do is expand because I don't want bracket. 3, 3, 9. 3 times this left. Whenever you times fraction, remember, you will only times the top one. So 3 times B, 3B, and then over 2. So minus B over 2 equivalent to 10. I feel like I already can get my B answer. How do I do that? Number and number join together. 10 minus 9, 1. Then this one hot because this 2 is B, right? So can combine them together. How do I combine? Take my calculator, press. So guys, negative 3 over 2, because negative 3B over 2 is negative 3 over 2. And then minus, this one is 1 over 2, minus 1 over 2. Do you guys getting negative 2B here? Negative 2B. So my B answer times. Don't tell me plus 2. This one is times, Times, move it over, divide. Are you guys getting your B answer? Negative 1 over 2. Not to understand, never mind. This one I will continue to do. Today, all things is the same one, okay? Round and round, at the end, is still the same thing. Hopefully, this chapter after today won't be a problem. So GF2, again, guys, I repeat, composite function. So you never cross the two bridges straight away. You always cross one by one. So your first stage is separated. So G bracket F2. Okay. Then after that, we always start from the inside because the inside is the first one you cross. The outside is the second one you cross. So inside called Fx. Show you guys are here. Like that. Fx equation is A over X. Then now you want to do F2. So isn't it become A over 2 then? Okay, inside is A over 2. Can see that? Highlight for you, the X become 2, this X also become 2. Okay, then again, until this stage, don't tell me you open bracket. I repeat, this is a name. This is not a function. This a name. This is not a times relation. So what can you do now? This one, isn't it in full name? Again, it's the GX. I hear GX equation, isn't it still the 3x minus b over 2? Can see it? Now, you want to do what? You want to do GA over 2. So the x become A over 2. This x also become A over 2. So this x become A over 2. This x also become A over 2. Can? All we need to do is expand it. So 3 bracket A over 2 minus B over 2 equals to 16. Okay, I think you guys understand it. Times fraction, always times fraction times the top only, 3 times A, 3A over 2 minus. Hey, the B, you guys already got it, can sub negative 1 over 2 equivalent to 16. Okay, so 3 over 2 still 3 over 2, but this one, I think you guys can press calculator. Negative 1 over 2, if I divide by 2, I'm getting negative 1 over 4. But outside have a negative, so negative, negative, it becomes positive. So number and number, I feel like you can join them together. Plus 1 over 4, move it over, minus 1 over 4. 16 minus 1 over 4, I guess getting 63 over 4. So divide by 2, move it up, times 2. I get 63 over 2. Then the A answer, times 3, move it over, divide by 3. At the end, I'm getting the answer, 21 over 2. Done. Can the rest, I feel like I'm just doing mathematics, so my speed goes slightly faster, but I think it's understandable still. So can you guys see, actually, from the starting of the day until now, so far, it's all just you need to know what is your object. And then from the object, you sub inside the equation, and then you get the image out. And then the questions will keep coming out from there onwards. So the only thing you need to remember is inverse must use let y. There's the one you need to terbalik. But composite function actually and the normal function is the same. It's just you sub and then you just need to sub again. Like you double sub instead of just sub one time. Because you cross two bridges. So far okay, not everyone? Is this speed okay? Especially new students? New student. Okay, let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. 22. Given that the function fx is this, okay, let me write for you. Fx is ax plus 2. Next one, gx is bx minus 4. Okay, this is whatever they say lah. Then they say, if fg equals to gf, find the relation between a and b. Okay, guys, we do first thing first. This question got two requirements. First, find the relation. Then second, only they say, find the value of x when f squared equals to 6. Okay, so they got two things. We do the first one first, okay? The first one, they say what? They say fg equals to gf. What's the meaning of fg equals to gf? Listen to me. They just try to tell me this composite function fg and this composite function gf is the same. But you know, every single function, right, they must have an object. So even though they never write x for you, you can write yourself. So that one is fgx, this one is gfx. Okay? Again, let's start. How do we start, guys? I focus on left side first. I scare you guys confused, okay? So fgx, your first step is always what? Separate. You know that you will cross one by one, so you always separate. And then you always start from the inside part. So the inside part is what? Gx. Gx, I think I can straight away copy it down. Because I already have my gx here. Wait, let me highlight for you. Just in case you guys thinking where it comes from. Just like that. In normal class, normal class, I already done chapter 1, chapter 2, and then In June, I will start chapter 3 and chapter 10. In June, I will do 3 and 10. Then July, now June, June, chapter 3 and chapter 10. And July, I will do chapter 4. And then August, I will do chapter 5. There's my schedule for the next 3 months. Yeah, so I just done chapter 1, chapter 2 for normal class. Okay, so guys, this one, continue on here. Can I open bracket? No. This one in full name, what do we call it? fx again. So I repeat all, fx equation you see is here. Fx equivalent to ax plus 2. Correct? And then now, they want to find what? They want to find f bx minus 4. So the concept, same law. Very boring one. The x become bx minus 4. Please, this x also become bx minus 4 plus 2. Okay lah, I think can see. Can So this left hand side, this left hand side, this left hand side, this left hand side, this left hand side. Okay, this left hand side, I left a bracket bx minus 4 plus 2. So if I expand it, it will become abx minus 4a plus 2. Okay, I think my left side done. Let's do my right side. My right side, I repeat, composite function, you always start from separated. Okay, always the inside one is the first one you cross, the outside one is the second one you cross. So isn't it the same thing I keep apply? So the inside is what? Fx. So the fx, I just copy from here. I already know what my fx is 2x plus ax plus 2. So I continue from here. You don't tell me you expand because this is not a times relation. This is a function. This a function, isn't it original name called gx? So gx equivalent to bx minus 4. What you guys want to do now, isn't it, is g ax plus 2 again. I repeat, my x become ax plus 2. Then my this x should also become ax plus 2. I think you guys all can see that. And now, my Jared, you will know. You wait for me a bit. Give me a few moments until the moment I reach there, okay? So guys, until here, isn't it b bracket ax plus 2 minus 4. So I expand b times a, abx. B times 2, 2b. And then minus 4. Okay, my dear, until here. Okay, guys, all of you listen to me. Jared asked me a very good question. Jared asked me, teacher, what's the meaning of find the relation between A and B? Can anyone tell me? When they say they want to find the relation between A and B, that means what they want? Anyone can use your own word to explain? I will try my best to understand. Can, very good, Isra. Guys, listen. Find the relation between A and B. So usually the answer will be like what? Like, I want to know like A and B, what is that relation? It's like, I want to know your age and your brother's age, what is the difference? So let's say your brother is a younger brother, 2 years younger than you. So isn't it your age will be your brother age plus 2? That is the relation of it, all right? So now they say find the relation between A and B. So maybe A and B, the differences is 2. So maybe A equivalent to B plus 2. Or maybe A equivalent to B minus 2. Or maybe A is double of B. So you can write A equivalent to 2B also can. So whenever they say find the relation, that means they want to know in between both of them, their relation is plus minus times or divide that means they want to express A in terms of B. Or maybe you want to tell me, or maybe teacher, I want express B in terms of A. Can. As long as your answer at the end, it will become A equals to something something B, or B equals to something 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 A. Also, they will accept. That's the meaning of relation between it. Okay, so it's not type of relation. It's not one to one, one to many. Those are okay. So guys, then how do I do it? Okay, so until here. So isn't it based on the relation just now I've been saying? Your answer should be A equals to something B or B equals to something A. What is the problem now? Which unknown you see there, you don't want that to be there. Very good, Melvin, the ABX. I don't want the X, my dear. So what can I do? Isn't it the ABX and this ABX? Normally, student will tell me, teacher, move it over, just cut it off. Can? So guys, if I just cut it off, isn't it I will left only this part. So now your answer is just either getting a single A or single B. It very depends on you, okay? You want to get single A also can, single B also can. I want to get single B. Because I saw the A, I got a negative. I don't really like negative, okay? So -4, move it over +4. 2 plus 4, 6. Then guys, this one, times 2, move it over, divide by 2. So if I divide by 2, my B answer will be 4 divided by 2, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Isn't it my answer? Negative 2a plus 3. So can you guys see? The answer is totally the same. Don't tell me, teacher, your sequence different. Never mind. Sequence doesn't matter one. Negative 2a plus 3 or 3 minus 2a is the same thing, right? So you guys can terbalik it. It's totally fine. So, and my dear, for those who get single A, I show you lah, for those who insist want to get single A, or if you want to get single A, okay? So you want to get A, you will move away the 2 instead. Plus 2, move it over minus 2. Minus 6, oh. Then this one, times negative 4, move it over, divide by negative 4. Remember, it's everything divided by 4. 2 divided by 4, 1 over 2. 6, negative, negative, positive. 6 divided by 4, 3 over 2. See, this answer also can. So whether you express A in terms of B also can, express B in terms of A also can. Jared, understand? Is it Jared? Yep, okay, good. So guys, this is how you guys find the relation between it. I make it smaller. Next one, this question I haven't done yet. This question, they say A equivalent to 6. Suddenly they tell me the unknown A is actually 6. Then they say, find the value of X if F square X equivalent to 6. So guys, I repeat again, same like the previous questions, F square means f of X. Again, composite function, your first step, you will separate it. After you separate, you always do the inside one first, right? Then guys, the inside is actually called fx. So they already tell me the A is 6, isn't it? That means this one I can write 6x plus 2. So I think the fx, I can sub here, 6x plus 2. Okay? What if I don't turn into fraction? Zen cannot. You need to simplify it. So if you don't change it to this also, never mind, Zen. But you must at least, you don't write to 2 fraction, never mind, but you must simplify it. Like 2b divided by 2b, 6 divided by 2, 3, negative 4 divided by 2, negative 2. You must write that. You cannot stop at 2b minus 6 over negative 4. You will lose 1 marks because your answer is not the simplest form. Okay. So guys, this one, same thing. How do I do this? I repeat again, this is never a times relation. This is just a name. And this name represents fx. So fx equation is 6x plus 2. Saw it? And this question want to find f, 6x plus 2. So the x becomes 6x plus 2. Then this x also becomes 6x plus 2. So the x becomes 6x plus 2. Wow, way too dark. Wait. Green color? Can. X becomes 6x plus 2. Okay? So this one, 6 brackets, 6x plus 2 plus 2 equivalent to 6. Yeah, I already can see, I definitely can get the x answer because there's the only unknown I can see that. 6, 36x. 6 times 2, 12 plus 2. So number all can join them together. 6 minus 12 minus 2. All the number, you move it to the right side, negative 8. So the x answer times 36, move it over, divide by 36. Divide all, I guess getting the answer, negative 2 over 9. Dun, 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 done. Feel like calling names. Then 6 marks, Lavinder. Got right, what? 6. Yeah. Guys, so far okay or not, all of you? Usually in my class, I will call names to make sure everyone listens, but not. This seminar. Can okay lah. I trust you lah. Move on lah. 5, 4, 3. Guys, so for those who are new students, after I teach until this stage, do you feel like it's actually quite easy, right? Everything is just the same. Do you agree with me? Or you feel like it's still very hard? Yes or okay lah. Very good. At least I can reach that stage. I feel like that is what I want to reach, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. 28. Combination of everything. 28. Okay, we do more of this. Then you guys will know how they will come out, okay? So gx equivalent to 2 over x. Okay? Then fx equivalent to x minus 4. Okay, A. Find the f inverse x. 3 marks lah, you see. Now you learn until this stage, I think finding f inverse is never your problem. They give you original, you want to find inverse, let y. Let y equals to what? Fx, because you want to terbalik it. So fx is what? X minus 4. fx is here. Copy down. X minus 4, okay? I repeat again, all these let y questions are always start from single y and with single x. So negative 4, move it over positive 4. Okay, guys, I already end with single x. So remember, single y is fx. Then single x will be your f inverse x. And when you write down, remember the alphabet y must change to x because it must tally back with the name of it. Cannot or Yashini. Yashivini. Yash. I think people will call you Yash. Hey guys, listen to me. This one, Yash asked me that whether this one can use the trick or not. Do you guys still remember the trick? They will tell you f inverse x equals to something, correct? You must have the object and the image only you able to terbalik. But this one, you only have the object. Do you have the ending? No. So this one cannot using the trick. Not all the question can use the trick one, okay, my dear. The trick, you must have the starting, must have the ending, they must have the bridge. Then only you can terbalik. Then if you only have the starting, have the bridge, you not even know the ending, then how you terbalik? You're using the air equivalent to x, man, impossible, right? So this one cannot use the trick. Can I actually, Yashpini? Can. Okay, good. B identify what? GFX. This one same lah. All of you, I think you know lah. Your first step is separate it. Because you cross one by one. Always cross the inside first. The inside is what? Fx. Fx is what? X minus 4. Until here, can you open? Cannot. This one full name called Gx. Gx equation is 2 over x. And now the question want to find Gx minus 4. I'm the teacher, I'm the student. So guys, the x is in here, x minus 4. So this particular x here also become x minus 4. Like that. So now just up inside 2 over x minus 4. Now then, this one cannot simplify because the 2 and the 4 cannot cut because they got plus minus. And then this one also cannot simplify, like 2 can divide by 2, 4 can divide by 2, but the x cannot divide by 2. So then, this one, this is the answer. This is the simplest form. Can the answer wrong, no need to care about it. The answer wrong, guys. So sorry. Can wrong one, Matthias. Guys, look at this answer. Tell me, do I get full marks? No. Why? What I forget? Very good, Matthias. Guys, remember, I already told you guys, whenever the bottom got x, you must write comma, x not equals to. Okay, don't tell me, teacher, they write 0. Can I copy? No, the one they write is for gx. The one you're writing now is for gfx. They are different. You must write a brand new one for yourself. And very good, Vina, x not equivalent to 4, because I already taught you guys, look at the bottom. They negative, you positive. They positive, you negative. Very good. Farzat. Can. Get out, my dear, just like that. Done again. Move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That 29. They say, given that hx is 4x plus 5. Again, they say gx is 3x. So A, they say, find hg inverse. Now, this one cannot use the trick because this one not even have the image side, so cannot use the trick. So guys, to do this, you must have the h and the g inverse. I already got the h, I just don't have the g inverse. So don't have the g inverse, no need to panic. All you need to do is just let y again. Isn't it let y equals to gx? So gx equivalent to what? 3x. I repeat, start from single y and the single x. So times 3, move it over, divide by 3. Guys, I got it. So I start from G, then the moment I get the answer, it will be the G inverse. So yep, I'm getting the G inverse x equation already. X over 3. Got it? So now, I think I can do lah. How do I do HG inverse x? I repeat again, your first step is always separate for composite function because you cross one by one. And then you always start from something the inside one. The inside called G inverse x. And the question already tell me is x over 3. And then again, until here, you cannot open bracket because this is a name and this name called hx. So hx equation supposedly is 4x plus 5. But now you're doing hx over 3. So if now you're doing hx over 3, then the x here also can become x over 3. So now you guys can write 4 bracket x over 3 plus 5. The rest is max, So open bracket, 4 times x, 4x over 3 plus 5. So guys, you want to stop your answer like this also can. Okay? Some of my students, they will combine them together because some of the answer they combine. You want to combine, become one fraction also can. Don't want to combine also can. But just in case some of you guys want to combine them, I show you how you can combine them, okay? So whenever a fraction and a non-fraction, you want to combine them. Actually, you learn under primary school. You just need to make them same denominator. So this 5, nothing at the bottom, over 1. How to suddenly have a 3? 3 times 3. Bottom times 3, top also times 3. Like that only balance. Fair one, right? So that means everyone over 3. So 4x. 3 times 5, 15. My dear. This answer and this answer, both answer acceptable. The top one, the bottom one also can. Can see But of course, you can just stop at the top one, okay? Either one. And guys, this one, do I need to write x not equals to? This one, do I need to write? Very good, Melvinder, no need. Because my bottom not even have any x. So this one, legit no need. Okay? So A that, let's move on. B. B, then find what? G inverse H4. Okay. I don't think it's a problem for any of you. Because G inverse H4, again, your first step is separate it. After separate, always do the inside first. So look carefully, inside is H4. H4 original name called HX. So HX equation is here, 4x plus 5. Now the question want to find H4. So look carefully, the x become 4, then this x also become 4. 16 plus 5, 28. I should even do it. I should write inside right here. So 4 bracket 4 plus 5. So 16 plus 5, I think is 21. Correct? Then until here, again, how do I continue? This one called, again, G inverse X. G inverse X, just now you already get the answer, which is X over 3. So just imagine your X become 21. So isn't it your X here also become 21? So 21 over 3 is your answer? 7. Dun, 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 dun. Done. Show fast, show good, all of you. Not bad, not bad. The speed is on track. Good, huh? Very good. Let's move on, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. 32. 32. They say a function fx, again equivalent to 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Okay, where x not equivalent to 1. The negative one, okay? They say express in a similar form, okay, of a. Okay, let's start from a. A, they find f squared. Guys, I know they never write x, but you know all the function, they must have alphabet x lah. So this one actually they find f squared x, okay? So how do we find f squared x? Please remember, f squared x, original name called f of x. Correct, right? It's always the same. So your first step again is separate it. Can? Then do the inside part first. So the inside part called fx. So isn't it fx is here, which is 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Can all? So until here, how do I continue? Open bracket, man? No. This one, original name, I repeat, called fx. This one, are you ready? This is a bit scary one. But the concept is the same lah, okay? Today, I keep doing the same thing, like all the easy version. I think this one, you still can get it, like, okay? It's just a bit big lah. So you see, fx equation is 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Correct, am I right? Now you are f 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Oh. So how do you write, you know? Look, remember, it's always the x become this. Then all the x here also will change to the same one. So all the question today we do only got 1x. So only that x changed to according to the bracket. But now this one got 2x. So both x also change according to the bracket. It means you should write 1 minus x over 1 plus x over 1 plus 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Okay, don't scared. It's okay to like that one. Okay, just a lot of layers just look very complicated. You must calm, breathe. Okay, right there. So isn't it 1 minus, put bracket 1 minus x over 1 plus x over 1 plus 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Can all of you? So far so good or not until this stage? You guys so far can understand, like, even though a lot of layer, but the concept is totally the same. Just the x changing become 1 minus x over 1 plus x. So every single x also become 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Thank you, Isra. So guys, until here. Until here, if you cannot do, I must tell you, it's not MX, it's max, my dear. It's your mathematics not too good. So see, one thing, I got students cut. You don't tell me you cut, my dear. There is a minus, there is a plus. Who tell you can cut? Totally cannot cut. So cannot cut, then how do I make it shorter, my dear? Before you try to make it shorter, you should settle the top first, bottom first. Like both of them need to together first. How do I make it together? Just now I got teach you guys, can you guys tell me? One is a fraction, one is a non-fraction. How do you guys combine them together? A fraction and a non-fraction, how do you guys combine them together? Very good, Melvinda. Thank you, Isra. Just now I did once. Make them same denominator. So you look, this 1 here, nothing at the bottom is 1. So my denominator is 1, This denominator is 1 plus x, So how to make them same? The 1 I will times 1 plus x. Then of course, when the bottom you times 1 plus x, the top also you must times 1 plus x. Okay? And all of them, denominator also 1 plus x. So what do I left on top? 1 times 1 plus x is exactly just 1 plus x. Okay, this one you must be careful, okay? This one is a minus 1 minus x. Okay, now I put the negative still. You must be careful, okay? Okay, I think I can expand it. I don't think you are that. I think your basic is okay, okay? So negative 1, negative, positive, negative. Negative, negative, isn't it positive? Okay, until here. Can I send off? So this is for the top, still got bottom. I scared, I didn't draw a long one. You cannot see like that is the oval we're talking about. Okay, now how about the bottom one? The bottom one same, try to make them same denominator. Nothing at the bottom is over 1. 1 you need to do is times 1 plus x. Bottom times 1 plus x, top also times 1 plus x. So that all of their denominator is the same. Right? So all of them over 1 plus x. 1 times 1 plus x, 1 plus x. This one positive 1 minus x. Now, my dear, isn't it like that? Can? I think okay, okay. I didn't do anything fancy, okay. I just try to combine them together, okay. So when I combine this stage, I continue combine those I can combine. See, 1 tolak 1. Kosong. X plus x, 2x. The top only left this. Over. Oh, the over I really draw very, very long. Then the bottom, 1 plus 1, 2. 1x minus 1x, no more. Isn't it left this short for now? Correct? So guys, until this stage, how do I continue? If you're my own students, I taught you guys so many times. Now, look very short already, right? Look very small also, but they still got 4 layer. So whenever they got 4 layer, how do I make it shorter? Very good, Isra. Guys, please don't tell me, teacher cut. If you know how to cut, of course, it's good. But if you don't know, I always tell my students, thank you, YannJu. I always tell my students, you must change this divide, become a primary school divide. I really love primary school divide because everyone maybe MX not good, but everyone primary school thing definitely remember. I hope, okay? So see, this divide, I change it to this divide. Makes sense, right? Both also divide what? Wait. I use another color. This divide, I change it to this divide. So why I love primary school divide so much? Because primary school divide always can become times. As long as the back person, you flip them upside down. Isn't it that is what you learn in primary school? You see, now I say you definitely agree with me. Right? Because primary school stuff, you still remember. Right? Even though you forgot most of them, but you still can remember this. Usually, my student remember, okay? The more I say, the more suspect I become, okay? The more I suspect whether you guys really know or not. But yeah, my student know, okay? So 1 plus x, kakat. So 2 and 2 kakat. Okay, my answer is actually just x. So guys, isn't it I already got my f square x answer? Done. Okay, like this. Hopefully all of you guys still can see it. I already done that. What monstrosity is that F37? Later on. You wait for me. No need to scare. All that to get X only? Yes, Matthias. All that. just to get x only. So guys, this one done. Let's move on. B. Okay, B. Okay, here. B, I show you guys out, okay? 10 one is right, normal one, okay? So guys, B, you're gonna find what? FQX. Huh, what is the meaning of FQX, guys? F squared means FF. F cubed means FFFX. Correct? Guys, think twice. Just now we do 2 times already, like want to die like that. What? Do this one, FFF. What? Then I need to sub. Then my dear, do 2 times already like this long. Then do one more, isn't it even longer? So even though even longer, if I am you, I think I will have some other choice. What is other choice is other than FFFX? Melvinder, correct? Matthias, correct? Joy, correct? All of you listen to me. So FFFX means you cross F, 3 times, correct? Then, okay, see, on the starting, you only got FX. So of course, you must cross 1 by 1, no? But do you realize 2 seconds ago, you just found your F square X answer? Correct? If you already found your F square X, that means you already have a highway that can skip the 2 small road, can straight away and then walk the highway. Correct, right, my dear? Since I already got a highway, don't you feel like you want to fully utilize the highway? How to fully utilize the highway? You can write F square Fx. Make sense, right? Because I power 2, you power 1. In total, still power 3. Or, very good, Ian. Or you guys can write FF square X. Don't tell me, so teacher, sequence not important. Of course not important now, because after all, I cross 2 and then cross 1. Or I cross 1 and then cross 2. At the end, I still cross 3. So isn't it, in total is 3. Wait, I put 3, that one I'll explain. Haven't yet, okay? So guys, isn't it until here? So you do which one also can one, okay? So I do the front one. So the first step, we always separate. Okay? So my fx is what? My fx is only this yellow color one. 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Okay? So look, my dear, this one you don't feel too shocked. So until here, isn't it this one is f square x again? So f square x, what is my equation? X. F square x, my equation is x, right? So guess here, now you're going to do f squared 1 minus x over 1 plus x. So it's actually the same thing, right? Now this x become 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Then this x also become 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Isn't it that is what we keep doing the whole day, right? So that means this whole thing is just 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Well, guys, I done it. I know you're very shocked. You feel like, how teacher, just like that? Yes, because normally if they got a square, you will put a square. If they got a 3 in front, you will put a 3 in front. If they got a -1, you will put a -1, correct? But now legit don't have, don't have, that means the whole x just become 1 minus x over 1 plus x. Is me, I getting this. So you guys see, this one is my FQX answer. But guys, I don't think this is my final answer. You look carefully, this FQX, what is the problem I have for this FQX answer? Very good, Matthias. Bottom got x, must write x not equals to very good, Melvinder. This one is a +1. When you write back, -1. So guys, isn't it this my FQX answer? Can all? So guys, I move on. Continue. C. See, I do here. C, then find what? F4x. So guys, I go faster a bit. So F4x, same thing. It means FFFFX. You want to do like that? I didn't stop you. But I got better choice, which is I can F square x. For those who want F cube Fx also can. For those who want FF cube x also can. I repeat, as long as at the end you cross 4 bridge, then I'm totally fine. Okay? So I think F square x is the easier. So I will start from this. So guys, super easy one. I'll show you. So can you see this one is F square x. F square x is this. Okay, I use purple color line. F square x is this one, right? So when you sub inside, the whole thing inside become x. Don't tell me hard time, teacher, why it become x? Because you see, F square x is x, what? So suddenly this F square x straight away just become x, correct? Then continue another F square x. This another F square x, again, is just x. Whoa, I got it without doing anything. Isn't it my F power 4x answer is just x? Cannot, guys? Can you guys see that? So whenever they ask you a lot of them, the working is always like that. But now I want to say one very important thing. All of you look, the blue color box is power 1, like cross 1 bridge. The purple color one is cross 2 bridge. Okay? This green color one is cross 3 F. Okay? Then what color I have? This light blue color, isn't it, is cross 4 times the F. Okay, I want to tell you this. Okay, not every question will be like that, but usually, okay, when they will come out like that, usually this kind of questions, they will come to a rotation. Why they will come to a rotation? On this stage, when I find out one by one, all my working legit, right? But when you look at the answer, do you realize they start to repeat? So this kind of question always have a pattern. What pattern we are talking about? Okay, listen yeah. I draw for you, you listen to me. Okay, so do you guys realize when I cross 1 bridge, my answer is this, correct? Then when I cross 2 times, when I cross 2 times, I realize my answer is X. Okay, what is so special about X? Look, isn't it our object always called X? So when I cross 1, I get 1 minus X over 1 plus X. There's nothing special. But when I cross 2 times, I get back X. Guys, if I get back X, do you feel like it means you met onto yourself? If you met onto yourself, isn't it that means you cross 2 times? You come back to the same thing as your starting. Then you exactly come to a rotation. So you come to a rotation, the rest of them you don't need to see already. Because it means that you actually come back to your starting point. So when you cross the 3rd one, you actually same as the 1st one. You cross the 4th one, you actually same as the 2nd one. And that can also explain using all the one we did. So do you realize just now power 1, we get this blue one. Power 2, I get the purple one. And the purple one, because I exactly get X. Guys, it's not every single time the second one you rotate lah, okay? Because the second one I get X. I repeat, X is the starting. So if the second one I get X, that means on the second bridge, I already come back to the starting. If I come back to the starting, I come to a rotation. So you see, power 1 is the blue one. Power 2 is the purple one. So the purple color one, because I come to X, so power 3, it will come back to this. Power 4 is this. Power 5, definitely same. 6, same. 7, same. 8, same. And that also can explain using the answer I get. Do you realize the green color I get seriously same as the blue one? Check correct and then the light blue color I do, isn't it same as the purple color one? Yeah, same. So isn't it the one I just say makes sense? So see, repeat, my dear. Okay, listen to me. So don't always expect, then teacher is always 2 only. No. See, if you first one, you get a function. Then you cross the same one. Don't tell me, teacher, is it possible FG(x) equals to X? Can this one come to a rotation? Cannot. Because FG is not walking the same bridge. You must walk the same bridge multiple times. Only can come to a rotation, okay? And when you come to a rotation, how you know you come to a rotation? When you get the answer X. When you get the answer X, that means you get back to your starting. That's why the answer same. That means they continue cross, that means they come to a rotation, right? So listen, now, because now I cross the first one, I get the answer. I cross the second one, I get an X. The moment the second one, I get an X, then you start to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will rotate among these two. But sometimes, some question, the fx, you get one answer. The f square, you get one answer. The f cube, only you guys will get X. That means the 3rd one, only you come to a rotation. If the 3rd one comes to a rotation, then how? Rotate among the 3 lah. So that means power 1 is this, power 2 is this, power 3 is this. Then power 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then they will keep rotate among these 3. So sometimes, the maximum I ever see is power 4. Power 4, only I get an X. But you know the concept is the same. If power 4 only they get an X, the concept is the same because power 1 is this, power 2 is this, power 3, power 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys understand that right here? So it means that it's not always the second one you will come to a rotation. It depends on when you guys getting an X answer. The moment you're getting the X answer, you start to rotate among them. Okay. So for now, I know I rotate among these 2. So for the one who asking me, teacher, then how to do D? I think now all of you know. Because the D, you no need to really find F power 37. You already know they come to a rotation. You just need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to see 37. But guys, to see 37, actually no need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because do you realize when I write it down, this one power 1, power 3, power 5, power 7 is actually all power odd number. You know what's odd number? Or 1, 3, 7, 5, 7, 8 is odd number. Then this one 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Isn't it is power even number? So now they want power 37. 37 exactly is just odd number. So your answer is copy the original one down. The bottom got X, must write X not equivalent to -1. Done. Yes, Ian. Then F power 100 was same as the second one because it's even number. Dylan, you're not inside the classmate just now? I do all the steps of how to combine. You can see my step. You can see I sub inside this. And then from here, I continue sub fx. I even show you guys the working. So I show you guys how the x, I convert become all this. If you are here just now, I already explained. Teacher, this one no working. No need, Esther. This one, of course, teacher is a teacher for a reason. No need to working. Actually, guys, to be honest, your 3, your 4, if you already know their rotation, you no need to have working. You can straight away write the green color, the blue color answer out. The green one, I don't know how you combine one. Oh, Dylan, the green color one. Dylan, are you inside the class just now? Are you talking about this green color one? Is it this one? Yes. So Dylan, this one, I'm doing primary school stuff, which is make them same denominator. So the 1, I times 1 minus x to make them all same denominator. So you see, maybe, I don't know your basic good or not, but I can talk through this. You see 2/3 when I plus 5. Then I think for now, you will press calculator. But when you're in primary school, you never have calculator. How do you guys do that? You always make them same denominator. So this 5, nothing there is 1. So 1, how to suddenly have a 3? You will times 3. So the bottom times 3, the top you times 3. Isn't it everyone over 3? So when everyone over 3, you can write them together. So 2 is here. 5 times 3 isn't it 15? So the answer at the end will be 17/3. Isn't it? This is what we learned in primary school. So Dylan, I'm totally using the same thing. So you see this one, denominator 1 minus x, this one 1 minus x. So I write them together, 1 minus x. Then Dylan, the top one, I just combine them and write together here. Do you understand it now? Can Dylan? You still got question you can ask? Can So the rest of you understand about the rotation? Like how they rotate, how is it possible they become the same answer? But guys, I'm serious about it, okay? If they only got 2, if the second one you get x, you rotate among these 2. If the third one you get x, you rotate among the 3. If the fourth one you get x, you rotate among the 4th, or among the 4 of them. Okay, I got quite a lot of questions. You guys can try yourself, okay? So guys, no full solution. All my answer is just at the bottom here. That is the final answer. Okay. This type of question always have rotation. Yes, Esther. Guys, to be honest, you see, you simply see this question. They ask for 13. 100% got rotation. If not, really need to find until 13, man. No, definitely got rotation. So you simply see like this one, until 50, until 51, 100% got rotation. Can? So guys, last one of the day. Seriously, last already. Happy time go very fast, medium. Question 35. So 35, okay, they say, the diagram of this one shows the mapping of y to x using gy equation is py plus q. Okay, guys, they give me one equation. Next one, they say, mapping y to z using hy. Hy equation is this one, 3y minus q. Then they give me 2 equations. So after that, A, they say what? Find the value of P, find the value of Q. Allow me to drink water, sorry. Okay. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So guys, look up. So they got GY, they got HY. Now they're gonna find P and Q. So how do you guys find P and Q? So guys, same with whatever we do today, you're gonna find 2 unknown, you must have 2 information. So how do you guys get 2 information? So do you guys realize all the questions previously? They will tell you like what G1 equals to 3. Then you start to sub, then you get equation 1, correct? But this question, they didn't give you. They didn't give you, never mind. Because do you realize this question, they give you a diagram. And do you realize the diagram inside got a lot of number? So I think the number will help you. So how they help you? Okay, show you. First one, gy equals to py plus q. Correct? So where is gy? When I read at the questions, they say y go to z is g. So guys, y go to z is g. Look carefully, the arrow is from right to left. Okay, you better write the arrow big, big. Okay, maybe not enough big. My dear, big, big, this one is g. Next one, y to z by the function h. So y go to z, isn't it function h? Okay, so far like that. So with this, now we can start to write lah. What to write lah? Okay, listen I put color for you So can you see this color no good? So can you see the starting is 3? I realize my 3 crossing the G will get -2. So how do you guys write? It means the 3 is the object. I repeat, object not must be left hand side. Object is just the starting of the arrow. The starting of the arrow is always object. So you guys can see the object is 3. So object always write inside the bracket. Then you crossing the bridge G, isn't it? Crossing the bridge G. Then the image you guys getting is what? -2. Isn't it from this fact? I should be able to write G3 equals to -2. Make sense, right? Can you see this part is the object. Then the GX is the image. Can all of you guys see that? Object is the X. The X, I cross the G, I get the image, -2. Okay, G3 equals -2. Then another one there, my dear. Another one is the H. So can anyone tell me how about the H version? The H version, what equation you guys can write out based on that? What name you guys can write out based on that? I write one, you write one. Not that bad. Very good, Isra. Others can give more. Can more people tell me? Melvinder, correct? Ethan, correct? Anyone else want to try? Esther, correct? Matthias, correct? No one else? Okay lah. The start, sorry. Wrong thing. The starting is the object, which is the 3. Ian, correct also. Then you crossing the bridge H. Then you getting your image 1. Isn't it H3 equivalent to 1? Can see it? So this one is the object. This one is the image. Totally make sense, So you must understand that you must be able to write this out yourself. Not every question, like the question we did on the starting, like they provide you everything. So if they don't provide you, you are able to write this out also. Okay? So now, how do I do it? -2 is -2. So guys, how do I do G3? Remember, G3 original name called GY. So GY equation is PY plus Q. So this question want to find what? G3. So that means the Y will become 3. So I think here I'll write P times 3 plus Q. That means 3P plus Q equals to -2. So again, you guys can see got 2 unknown. I don't think I can get the answer. Never mind. I do another one. So this one is 1. How do I do H3? So I repeat again, H3 original name called HY. HY equation is this one. 5/3y minus Q. And now you are doing H3. So look carefully, the Y will become 3 then. Isn't it 5/3 times 3 minus Q? So guys, divide, move up times. So 1 times 3 is 9. 9 minus Q. 1 times 9 minus Q is 9 minus Q. I don't think this I need to use substitution because I already get the Q answer, because can you see this? Only got unknown Q, don't have unknown P. So I think able to do. So -Q, move it over positive Q. Plus 5, move it over -5. I guess getting 9 minus 5, answer is 4. After getting your Q answer, sub back here to get your P answer. So plus P, move it over minus P. -2 minus P, -6. So times 3, move it over, divide by 3. So -6 divided by 3, I guess getting -2 as your P answer. Dun, 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 dun. Done. Can all of you? So far okay, not everyone? I scared I way too fast. I feel like only the starting part, maybe you don't know how to write. But after you know how to write, the rest of them is same like whatever we did so far, okay? Very good. Let's look at B. See, B, they say they will find the function. Function what? X to Y. You know what? Function normally they have name like fx, gx, right? So they actually want you to find just that function. But the problem is they don't give you the name. They expect you to write yourself. So you guys always wrong, not because you don't know how to do, it's because you write the wrong name. So name is super important. So now, do you guys realize they want to find the function x to y? So I come back to the diagram, I look at x, I look at y. So guys, can you guys see x to y is eventually like this? So do they give you the name for x go to y? No. But you know the x go to y is? Very good, Isra, very good, Esther, correct, my dear. Because I know that walking like that called G. Then I realized actually just the value of the G, the value of the G, isn't it? This one is actually G inverse. So you know that means the B, they are actually asking you to find the G inverse. So you see, they can actually straight away tell you G inverse, but they just tell you, oh, find the function x to y. But it's not hard to know also, right? Because you guys all know how to look at the diagram, because I based on the diagram to teach you what, right? So when you walk over is G, walking backwards is always G inverse. Correct? So now this question want to find the G inverse. So guys, how do I find the G inverse? Again, using let y. So we will let y equals to the G inverse. The G, the original G. But guys, when I write like that, a bit weird. Why weird? Because I let y, but my function inside also y. Do you think I still let y? Very good, Isra and Melvinder. Guys, I say let y, doesn't mean you must use y. There's so many alphabet in the world. So you let y is because inside is x. So you use some other unknown so that you can start from single y and single x. But now, if the equation inside is a y, of course you can change it to let x. You just need to make them different, correct, my dear? You can let x, my dear. Not necessarily must be y. Of course, you don't like x, you want to let A, let B also can. But usually, I will just choose among x and y, okay? So, my dear, then I can let x. My gy equation is py plus q. But look carefully, your p is -2, your q is 4. Isn't it -2 and then 4? So the concept is totally the same. Usually, you will start from single y and with single x. Then now, you will start from single x and with single y. How do I end with single y? So I move the 4. Plus 4, move it over -4. Next, I move the -2. Times -2, move it over, divide by -2. Do you guys realize I'm getting this single y? So I repeat, I start from gy. The answer I'm getting is G inverse y. You want to write alphabet y also can, x also can. So guys, isn't it this is the answer? For those who tell me, oh teacher, can I write G inverse x? Can. You write x, then you write x here. Both answer is acceptable. Can So guys, the bottom got x or not? Nope. So do I need to write x not equals to? No need. But I got one thing I want to say, my dear. Some students, they will tell me, teacher, but I'm getting this answer. Okay, is y. They will tell me, teacher, I'm getting this answer. Teacher, can? Can. You know why I'm so sure you can, my dear? So in exam, you write this or write this, the answer considered same one. How I know same is because this one positive y, this one negative y. Then when this one negative, this one positive. When this one negative, this one positive. Isn't it they are totally the same? Then maybe you tell me, then teacher, what kind of people will reach this answer, my dear? It's because when I just now move here, okay, I show you in another pen. When I just now move here, x equals to -2y plus 4, I decided to move the 4 over. Some students, they will move the y over because it's the way we move. Because no one ever say like you must like single y must be on the right side. Maybe single y can be on the left side, right? So depends on how you guys move it, but all is acceptable because everyone is correct, right? It's just different people choose different side. So you see -2y, you move it over +2y. 4 is here. Plus x, you move it over -x. So can you guys see the y is actually 4 minus x over 2? Can you see it's totally the same? So it's just the side you choose to move. But at the end, both answer consider the same answer. Can I all of you? Last, okay? Last. Listen to me, okay? Don't leave me first, okay? See, they say, find the function x to z. Okay, guys, now they suddenly want x to z. Let's go back to diagrams. Let's see, x sini, z sini. Like that, called x to z. So can anyone tell me x to z, what is the name for the bridge? X go to z. Let me look at it. Okay, I already know. Melvinder, correct? Wow, Putri, correct? Anyone else want to try? Try, never mind one. No need money one. And most important, I won't call your name if you're wrong. Only 2% correct. Anyone else want to try? Still correct. Jared, correct. Okay, not bad. I'm quite satisfied. Okay, guys, listen to me. So I know x go to z definitely is composite function. I need to cross two bridge, correct? The first bridge I cross, you can see is G inverse, correct? The second bridge I cross is this one, correct? The arrow is the same direction, right? H. So you know, the first one you cross is G inverse, the second one you cross is H. So a lot of people tell me G inverse H. Wrong. Why wrong? I keep telling you, the first one you cross, you write down. And I say what? I say the second one you cross right in front lah, my dear, not at the back, you know, in front. Isn't it on the starting? I already taught you guys that. And just now ago, also I got say what? So that's why the bridge that you want to find out actually called HG inverse. So for those who say HG inverse, very good. That means you already mastered everything I say today if you got listen loud, okay? So my dear, isn't it this question now they'll find HG inverse Y? So you see, I just imagine you write the name wrongly. Even you know how to do composite function, also no use. You also didn't get the marks because you're wrong. Correct? So it's very important for understanding how to write the name out. Okay. So guys, HG inverse Y. So G inverse Y, just now I get it. Isn't it Y minus 4 over negative 2? Then until here, again, how do we continue? I repeat again, this one full name called HY. So HY equation is 5 over 3y minus q. But guys, you already know your q answer is 4. I saw 4 inside. Can see all? Then now you want to do h, y minus 4 over negative 2. So guys, I repeat again, when the y become y minus 4 over negative 2, your y here also become y minus 4 over negative 2. Totally the same thing. Cannot, huh? And now I just write inside all. So 5 over 3 bracket y minus 4 over negative 2 minus 4. Until here. Cannot? Guys, again until here, again you can't do. I repeat, it's your max problem. So Dylan, I do this one again for you, Dylan. So Dylan, you see, 5. Is Dylan still here? Yeah, still here. Why is y there? Oh, Jared, because these questions are all they're using y, ma. So I'm using y, lo. They're using x, then you're using x, so just follow the question, ma. Correct, right? Makes sense, right? This y, they were y, sorry, y, lo. Yeah, lah. Boleh, okay. Yes, yeah, I know, Dylan. I got checked already. So guys, not guys, Dylan, so here, you see, open bracket, when you times fraction, you always times top. 3 times y, 3y, 3 times 4, 12. So this negative 4, negative 2 minus 4, correct? So guys, if I write x wrong, no, Putri, can. You like to write x, then you just everything write x. Because, Putri, you must understand, the question, they just want to find the function. So the function, you see, is just the HG inverse. So whether it's HG inverse x, HG inverse y, HG inverse z, it's just based on you. Teacher, I don't understand the orange color one. Kira, are you talking about this one? Is this the orange color one? Yes? That one not important, my dear. I just now I explained. Maybe you're not listening, but this one not important one. I just try to tell you guys got more options. So no need to care. You just focus on that. That is the answer. You understand that is more than enough. Okay? Who is that? Oh, Dylan. Okay, I continue, Dylan. So Dylan, you see, this one you cannot cut one, you know. Even you can cut also, you cannot cut because they got plus minus. So Dylan, again, the problem is this one fraction, this one non-fraction. So I want to combine them. So what will I do? I will try to make them same denominator again. So this one nothing there, over 1. So 1, how to have negative 2? I will times negative 2. Bottom times negative 2, top also times negative 2. So can you see, Dylan? All of them over negative 2 now. Then the top, what do I left? I left 3y minus 12. And Dylan, you see, negative, negative, positive. Hey guys, better put bracket. I feel like if you didn't write bracket or if you didn't write the over very long, maybe you guys were confused because maybe sometimes you guys couldn't see it. Now, my dear, I think now new student also know already. Wow, got 3 layer. 4 layer lah, 3 layer lah, way too tall, my dear. I want to make it shorter. Again, how do I make it shorter? Very good, Melvin. The primary school divide. A negative 12 plus 8 is negative 4. Isn't it primary school divide? What color for you? This divide can become this divide. Saw it? Primary school divide can become times as long as you guys flip them upside down. Remember, times fraction always times the top. Dun, 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 done. I'm getting the answer lah. Putri, if you're getting the answer, -10 over 3x minus 4 also can. So it's just y or x. But guys, again, do I get full marks with this answer? Do I? No. Why no? Because bottom got y. So bottom got y. This one you guys will write y not equivalent to. Y not equivalent to. Very good, Melvinda. Very good, Yixuan. Very good, Esther. So guys, I repeat, very good, Isra. -4, you write +4. Times 3, you write divided by 3. Isn't it y not equivalent to 4 over 3? Why got negative? Why got people got negative one? You see, negative will become positive. So this one times positive, times divide, never positive become negative one. That one same number one right there. Can this one no need to make to 5 over 1. 5 over 1. Matthias, we never need 5 over 1. You want to put 5 over 1 also can, but 5 over 1 isn't it 5? What for? What for writing 5 over 1 after that? When you change it to primary school divide also can what? And Matthias, even you make it to 5 over 1, okay? When you make it a fraction, you always top times top, bottom times bottom. So at the end, you still reach the same thing. Understand, Matthias? Can I write 10 over 4 minus 3y? Can, Jasmine? It's same like the one I just now told you guys. Positive, negative is just very depends on you. Can one, Jasmine? Can, Matthias? You didn't tell me can or not. Cannot also must say, Cannot, guys? Very good. That's all for today. Everyone, you guys understand? I hope this seminar helped. I hope this seminar helped your chapter 1. This today's stuff is majority of the chapter 1 already. But of course, I didn't do sketch, theory, and also fist point. So far, okay, everyone? Shall we? Very understand? Very good. Yeah, fist point, YouTube got. Can, Actually, I want to go to your tuition. How to register? You go, how to register? You just go tdceducation.org. I think you can register through there. I mean, not you can register, but you can WhatsApp through there. They got contact number there. Okay. Which branch I teach? Bye, Farzad. Which branch I teach? I teach, Damansara Jaya, Gasing, and USJ. I only teach these 3 branch. Different branch cannot. Need to be these 3 branch. So far, how many chapter you have finished for your Form 5? Form 5, you Form 5, Form 5, I done Form 4, Form 5, I done chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 already. Form 5, I already done until integration. And this month, Form 5, I'm doing chapter 8. Okay? Bye, guys. Annyeong. Teacher, now normal class, you currently teaching what chapter? Ian, May, I just done chapter 2. So in June, I will start chapter 3 and chapter 10. Chapter 3 and chapter 10. So June itself, I will do 3 and 10. Okay? Teacher, do you have physical class Form 4? Yes, Kira. Only that 3 branch. Damansara Jaya, USJ, and Gasing. But Gasing, I don't have English class. So if you want English class, only got USJ and Damansara Jaya, or maybe online class. Thank you, Ziling. I enjoy your assistance also. Can lah, guys? Just like that for today. Sorry.